And just to let you know, they mean that you're 10 feet apart from each other. It's very important. And nobody can come any closer than these cameras, not only because then you'll be in the picture, but also because you'll get my spittle on you. Because I'm on the mic, I'm on the dry one. You're right. David Torkanowsky is completely right. David Torkanowsky, ladies and gentlemen, who set all of this up. I mean, he's a saint. He's a saint when he wants to be. And we love him for it. So I am so thrilled to be joined by you all here today, because actually I'm streaming this live as well. So can I have a big hello the world from you all, because people from all around the world are watching this right now. Hello the world! Britain, Australia, Japan, Europe, everywhere. I am joined, you're going to hear me swearing a lot. I'm going to try and keep myself under control, but I'm a Brit, so no, don't. Okay, so my show every week, twice a week, is called For Fuck's Sake, because I say that phrase about every 10 seconds, because in the world that we see today, it's hard not to say for fuck's sake every 5 seconds. It truly, truly is. I am joined for today's very special Garden District For Fuck's Sake live performance by the fabulous, on percussion, all the way from Lisbon, Portugal, Pedro Segundo. I didn't say what I always say. Shall I say it? No.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, okay. My favorite lesbian. Thank you. We're the only people that laugh at that anymore. These are strange times. It's been so hard for everybody. We're hopefully turning a corner. We're getting our vaccines. We're still, don't take any notice of me. Everybody else is going to be wearing masks. I'm facing forward for this very reason. There you go. Yeah. Bit of dog action there. Yeah. Whoa. And that's not Aretha and Franklin, by the way. That's another set of dogs that we love so much. So here's a song that, I mean, when you think difficulty, when you think struggle, when you think hard times, of course, you think ABBA. Thank you, sir. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. Oh, the dogs are being taken away in disgrace. In disgrace. Doghouse. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Where are those happy days? They seem so hard to find. I try to reach for you, but you have closed your mind. Whatever happened to our love? I wish I understood. Used to be so nice, it used to be so good. When you need me, darling, can't you hear me? I said, SOS. The love you gave me, nothing else can save me. I said, SOS. I said, seems so far away, though you're standing near. You made me feel alive, but something really died inside. I feel I really try to make it out. I wish I understood. Used to be so nice, it used to be so good. When you need me, darling, can't you hear me? I said, SOS. The love you gave me, nothing else could save me. I said, SOS. I said, SOS. When you're gone. How can I even try to go on when you're gone? Though I try, how can I carry on when you're gone? Ooh, when you're gone, though I try, how can I carry on? SOS. Love you gave me, nothing else to save me. I said SOS. I said SOS. I think Amber would like that version. I think they'd be all over it. The best thing about playing here today outside is hearing the actual songbirds, you know, the literal songbirds. Tweet, tweet, tweet. They're not being put off by all the jazz chords. They're just piling it on in a pure and gorgeous way. If you just joined us, my name is Judith Owen. I'm here just because I can't live without singing. Welcome. And so I wanted for the longest time, thanks to Virginia and Bruce, to come up here. Can we hear it from Virginia and Bruce? Yeah. Thank you so much. They finally got me up here. So I'm going to be doing, I've been in the studio with the fabulous John Fishback, and he's going to be here any second. I know he is. In the studio in Esplanade, and we've been doing more eccentric, bizarre covers because I'm kind of the queen of eccentric, bizarre covers. Look, Mum, I have eyes. It's too bright. And I'm going to share what I've been doing in the studio with you in the next hour. So here's, however, an original, one of mine, again, about the strangest times that we're living in. This is called Fork in the Road. We just know that we can get ahead and do what we need to do in life by actually being decent, honorable, kind people. Yes. This is Fork in the Road. These are strange times. We don't know where we're going. Plays on the mind. All of this unknowing for all of our lives. It's just so terrifying. We're at the breaking point, it's true. Now is the time to change this world for better. We've crossed a line, but we've all been sent a letter in all of our lives. If we stand together, there's so much we can do. If we give a little love to each other, if we have a little faith, in one another, stand by what is right, not the donor. If we turn away from hate before it's too late, and we lose everything this much, I know. streets of this town are filled with peaceful anger to turn things around. We won't watch any longer and not make a sound. We need to right the wrongs here from the ground up. If we just give a little love to each other, if we have a little faith in one another, stand by what is right, and not the dollar. If we just turn away from hate, for it's too late. We lose everything. This much I know. At a fork in the road. If we give a little love to each other, if we have a little faith, one no, forget the dollar. If we stand by what is right, before it's too late and we lose everything. There's so much I know. Oh, at a fork in the road. We're at a fork in the road. Oh, 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 oh. Look at you all, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. If no one's told you recently, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Now, let's be honest, Doris Day, patron saint of our last dog, Doris Day, she got a bad rap because she was a product of the 1950s and it was all sickly sweet and suburbia and blonde and fuzzy and, you know. But I loved her. And I do love her, because what a voice on that woman. What a voice. And then she dated Sly Stone. So she couldn't be all bad. What a man. So, but yeah, I think she got a really bad rap, and I don't think people, she'll get her time, and people realize again how wonderful she was as an actress, as a performer, as a comedian. But there's this one song that she had a huge hit with, which is just saccharine in a bag. I mean, it's enough to make you just vom straight, you know, just, it's too much. But I decided I would take it to church, and then I would take it to jazz, and I'd take it somewhere else. And this is what we just recorded in the studio with John Fishback. So I want to share this with you because it's probably the most unlikely version of this song you will ever hear. I'm not going to tell you the title. You'll know what this is. Oh, yes, you will. There he is back there. Hang on. Here we go. Hang on. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Here we go. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera, sera. What will be, will be. When I grew up, I fell in love. I asked my sweetheart, what will life be? Will there be rainbows day after day? Here's what he said to me. Here's what he said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera, sera. What will be, will be. Ooh. Now I see children all around. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? They tell them tenderly. They tell them tenderly. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. What will be, will be, will be, will be, be. Que sera, sera. What will be, you know. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What will be, will be. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Do you feel differently about Doris Day now? Can I hear a big, oh yes? You're being joined on these cameras by people around the world watching this. This would be my for fuck's sake show. Sorry if you don't like the swearing. Hey, hey, hey! This is the Garden District. Nobody swears up here. Not till you invited a pirate Welsh woman into your midst. Fuck that. Okay. Interesting how British people never sound, well, people with my cut glass accent never sound like they're actually swearing, do they? Ever. Lucky me. So, I think it's time. No, it's not. I'm going to sing another original, then we're going to invite our special guest on, more than the fabulous Mr. Torkanowsky, who is streaming and doing everything. Yes, he is. The people of Texas are really struggling right now. This is a hard time. Hard time. And I once wrote a love letter to Texas. That's before I went there and realized how unbelievably dry, barren, and awful it was. Sorry. But I drove across it to get here, you know, from Santa Monica, and it's like, fuck, will this damn state ever end? Does it ever stop being Texas? But before I went there, I was in love, before my husband, naturally, with a Texan who told me that Texas was like some kind of magical place, like Lord of the Rings or something. He lied, obviously. He drew a picture of armadillos, you know, skating across the heat, and of course, lies. But anyway, I wrote a song about it, and I am singing it today for Texas. And of course, also for Mississippi, everybody that's still water-free, electricity-free, struggling, suffering. This is called I've Never Been to Texas. And I dedicate this to John. asking her for some honest affection, and couldn't understand how she could be so strong. But she cried inside, and with a little introspection she said, you know, you gotta be the first to know when you are wrong. She met a stranger in strange circumstances. It took for us like they were long-lost friends. When he left her, her heart was filled with distant dances. And 2 days before her heart could strike a beat again, well, I've never been to Texas, but I hear the weather's awful hard. And if I was a lizard, I would lie on the desert and send my emotions on a postcard. Yeah. Met again one rainy morning. Saw his face and my heart felt like a circus chime. Deep inside her pride was alive, like a new day dawning. Well, isn't it strange how much can change in such a little time? I've never been to Texas, but I hear the weather's awful hard. If I was a lizard, I would lie on the desert and send my emotions on a postcard. I've never been to Texas, but I hear the weather's awful hard. And if I was a lizard, I would lie on the desert and send my emotions on a postcard. I'd like to send my emotions. I like to send my emotions on a post. We should go to Barbie. We should go, don't you think? Yeah. Now, this marvelous man who just went in and threw some money into my oyster bucket is a role model for you all. And that wasn't a double entendre. That wasn't some kind of hidden thing. That is my oyster bucket. I don't need the cash, but I want it. And I want yours. I didn't bring CDs to flog. What's the point? I can just tell you to go on judithowen.net and you're going to all be buying them, or you're going to be getting them free on Spotify. Can I have a... Oh, yes. There they are. So I think it's time for us to just degenerate into just the most horrible song I've ever covered in my life. I have a problem. The other day, when I was doing my For Fuck's Sake, which is my, just in case you just joined us, I'm not just saying it, just out, you know, for no apparent reason, for fuck's sake. But I did do an absolute rant because it was National Barbie Day. And I think that Barbie is offensive to womanhood. And that's not just because I'm a tomboy and I played with jeeps and I liked tanks and soldiers when I was a little girl. That's because every time you pick up a Barbie, you lift the skirt to see what's underneath. And I'm not joking. I'm sorry, there's children here. I need to be nicer about this. I need to be a lot nicer about this. I find Barbie to be a little bit difficult because I think it takes all shapes and sizes in life. But there was this song. Do you remember this song? It was offensive. It was in the 90s. I have done a version of this song for you today. It's a sad, bleak version of it. You know that had to be the case because I am Judith Owen and I'm Welsh. So everything gets depressive really quickly. This is my take on Barbie. I'm a blonde bimbo girl in a fantasy world. Dress me up, make me talk, won't you? I'm your doll, rock and roll. I feel glamour and pain. Kiss me here, touch me there, won't you? You can touch me, you can play. If you say I'm always yours. I'm a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world. Life is plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, dress me everywhere. In your imagination, I'm your creation. I am. Make me walk, make me talk, do whatever you please. I can act like a star, I can beg on my knees. Come jump in, bimbo friends, let's do it again. Paint the town again. Again. I'm a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world. Life is plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, dress me everywhere. You're my imagination, and I'm your creation. Dress me everywhere. I'm your imagination, I'm your creation. you might have noticed the fabulousness that is by me, that is behind me, around me, all-encompassing, the incredible Helen Gillet on cello. Let's hear it. Come on. Oh, yeah. Woo. Woo. Is it Neville? Neville loves my singing voice. He can't help it. Okay, so now, moving on rapidly from Barbie, that I've ruined for many young girls in the audience here tonight, this afternoon. We're going to go on to my next song about the strangeness of dolls for the grown-up. This is called Secondhand Sexbot. I move on quickly. There was a documentary in Britain about a man who couldn't afford a brand new Sexbot. Bless his heart. There goes my hat. Would you grab that, darling? But he did go on Craigslist. I love you, Ava. He went on Craigslist, as you do. And he found one second-hand. Nothing wrong with that. All working parts could be, you know. This is the story of that man. And I thought, I'm being too harsh because I was, you know, loneliness, it's fine, he's not hurting anybody, it's great. And then they introduced us to his wife. Anyway, so this is Secondhand Sexbot. Thank you very much. Take it away. I'm a man and I have certain needs. Well, love my wife, love my home and my family. Don't have style, don't have looks, and my smile's bent. I admit I don't shine in that department, so I went and I looked up the prices. You might say it's just a little midlife crisis. Well, silicone, silly man, I do like a boy. We're in love, she's more than just a toy. I've got a secondhand Sexbot living in my house. A secondhand Sexbot living in my house, living in my house. In the park where I sit and I pose her, no one knows her, people stare, she's quite a thing to see. Well, okay, so her mouth never closes, I smell the roses, just the way I make her look at me. After food we might take in a movie, I hold her hand if it's something scary. Well, I don't mind if my wife wants to join us, cause she's like family, me and my secondhand Sexbot living in my house. A secondhand Sexbot living in my house. She's got 2,000 miles upon her clock, but I don't mind, cause she's been inspected, disinfected, so there's peace of mind, and we're pure again. So when I'm in the feeling, well, it's more than fine. When we're done, we're overcome. I nearly hear her trying to tell me I almost love you. I almost love you. I'm a man and I have certain needs. Well, told my wife from the start I would never leave her, and I'd say on the whole she's revealed that I don't go for a breathing kind of woman. So you see, she's secure knowing I'm always stable, watching there from behind our kitchen table. Well, funny thing how the silence is a big plus. From now on, it's just the three of us. Secondhand Sexbot, I've got secondhand sex bot. I've got a secondhand sex bot. I've got a secondhand secondhand. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. I've got a secondhand sex bot living in my house. A secondhand sex bot living in my house, living in my house. You are everything I love about this city, okay? If I played this anywhere else, people would be going, whoa, well, that's a bit extreme, it's a bit harsh, you know, afternoon, 4 o'clock, children present, people, adults, you know. All that. No, in New Orleans, it's like, we love this, we love you, bring it on. Bring on your secondhand sex bots, Judith. That's what they say up here. And pass me a drink. Oh, yeah. I think so, don't you?
Children?
Yeah. All right, so we're going to continue. I love the money that's coming up. If you're wondering what people are doing here, they are giving money to my oyster bucket. It's an oyster fund. It's the Judith Owen, Louisiana Oyster Fund. Freshly shucked. Does anybody remember or have heard a song called Big Girls Don't Cry? Yeah. Well, you're not going to recognize it anymore, which is sad, but following on from Secondhand, thank you so much, from Secondhand Sexbot, I think this is another song we've just been in the studio recording and mixing with Pedro, with the fabulous Helen Gillet. So here is, and I need some cheering. Big girls don't cry. Yeah. Oh, look at you. That scares me when you say that, Helen. Oh, no, I know. What key is this in? I love you. All right, I've taken this somewhere else, but, you know, try as you might, you just won't be able to sing along, which is probably why I did it this... No. It's not Frankie Valli, mate. Here we go. He told his girl they had to break up. He really, really thought he'd call her bluff. But then she said to his surprise, big girls don't cry. Shame on you, his mama said. Shame on you, you cried in your bed. I heard you, shame on you, you told a lie. These big girls don't cry. 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 Don't cry. Told his girl they had to break up, and she really thought he called her bluff. Then she said to his surprise, big girls don't cry. We never cry. Big girls some screaming, people. I need to hear some Garden District screaming. Come on. Yeah. I think you're actually the first people to be hearing any of this, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad it's thank you so much. I'm glad it's working. So I was on with Pedro, and I think also with Helen for a little bit. I was opening for the fabulous Brian Ferry of Roxy Music, you know, all over around Britain and Europe and Russia, and it was an incredible experience. And every night I'd hear him sing this song, and I know it's about romantic love, but honestly, to me, it really speaks of how precious the people we love are in our lives and how none of it really counts, really. I mean, and I think we all know this right now from what we've been through, is you really kind of figure out what you do need, what is necessary, who you love, and what's important and special, and also who irritates the hell out of you. Thank you. This is my version of More Than This. I could see at the time there was no way of knowing fallen leaves in the night. Who can say where they're blowing? I'm as free as the wind, hopefully learning how to see on the time has no way of turning more than this. Well, there's nothing more than this. Tell me one thing more than this. More than this. There's nothing. It was fine for a while. There was no way of knowing how those dreams in the night, where they're going. More than this. Oh, there's nothing more than this. Tell me one thing more than this. More. There's nothing. Thank you so much. Another original coming your way right now. Are you having a good time? So I think it's important that we live a good and healthy planet to our children. I don't have children. I have chocolate Labradors. They wouldn't know what to do with the planet if you threw it at them because they have no opposable thumbs. It's a difficult thing. But you get my point. This is a precious, precious place that we must take care of. So I wrote this song. Another one that I saw on the BBC, a very David Attenborough moment, talking about, you know, that amazing documentary that he made about what's happening, how long we've got, what will happen. And it had to be written as a song. So this is it. This is called Tell All Your Children.
I really do.
Man on the TV told us something that made me fall apart. Told us that time was running out, friends, unless we made a change, unless we made a start. Ooh. We're all looking for the answer. We're all searching for the blame. Oh. Let's start by looking in the mirror. 'Cause inside we're all the same. Inside we're all the same. Ooh. It could be that we haven't played for so long, I mean, together. It's true, isn't it? Yeah. It could be just seeing you here and your beautiful faces. But I'm singing my little heart out. The entertainer is a bottomless pit of need. And without an audience, it doth sucketh greatly. Bring a bit of class to the situation there. Speaking of class, I did this at sound check, and somebody said, oh, good grief, are you some kind of religious holy roller? No, don't worry. It's Sunday, but let's make sure we keep it that way. Day of rest. This is my version of one of my favorite songs. I've become friends with the writer Eric Bogosian. This was made famous by Joan Osborne. Again, another remarkable recording with the fabulous John Fishback in Esplanade Studio. This is my version of the most existential song, I believe, that has been written about how maybe he's not sitting up there looking like Lee Sklar on a cloud. Maybe he's just in all of us. This is What If God Was One of Us? The wind is unbelievably sort of heaven and God-like, isn't it? It's a little bit nerve-wracking. Here we go. My pedal keeps going. There we go. Here we go. Ready, guys? God had a name, what would it be, and would you call it to his face? If you were faced with him in all his glory, what would you ask him if you just had one question? Oh yes, God is good. Oh yes, God is great. Oh yes, God is good. God is great. I've got to get this right now. What if... What? That's it. I always get this wrong. Sorry, God. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on a bus, trying to find his way home. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus, trying to find his way home. God had a face, what would he look like? Would you want to see? If seeing meant that you would have to believe in things like heaven and in Jesus and the saints and all the prophets. Oh yes, God is good. Oh yes, God is great. Oh yes, God is good. God is great. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. Just a stranger on the bus, trying to find his way home. Was one of us, just a slob like one of us, just a stranger on the bus, trying to find his way home. Oh yes, God is good. Oh yes, God is great. But what if he was one of us. I'm so fortunate. I went from having David Torkanowsky to now, who is the supreme pianist. We have many wonderful musicians in the audience. We have Tom McDermott here. But many thanks to David Torkanowsky for setting this up. And now I have the supreme clarinetist that we know to be Evan Christopher right behind me on Switcher streaming. I am so spoiled. I'm very lucky to have these wonderful friends, truly. Now we're in the final straight. We're coming to the last few songs. Ridiculously awful. That was a terrible reaction. That's not what I expect from the Garden District. The drinkers down there and the eaters maybe, but can I have that again? This could be the last few songs. No, all right. Okay, steady, mate. Hold it down. All right, then. Well, it might be. But we're getting bigger and bigger. Love the way that sounds. So I'm going to keep going with these covers. Is that all right with you? Because I'm really enjoying this. You're hearing them for the first time. And here's another one. As if it was meant to be, today a car blasting music went past my house. And it was playing this. Dearie, dearie me. I'm going to go straight to. See if you can guess. Move yourself, you always live your life, never ever thinking of the future well. Prove yourself, you are the move you make. Take your chances, win or lose, but... Oh, hang on, I got it wrong already. I got it wrong. Wait, this is the first one I've got wrong. Hang on. Hang on, it's da-da-da. Hang on. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So it's... Ah! Okay. All right, you didn't notice anything, did you? I am human. Move yourself, you always live your life, never ever thinking of the future well. Prove yourself, you are the move you make. Take your chances, win or lose, and don't want to hurt it. You've been hurt before. Owner of a lonely heart, owner of a lonely heart, owner of a lonely heart, better than an owner of a broken heart, of a broken heart. Yeah. Watch it now, the eagle in the sky, how he dances one and only well. You lose yourself, but for pity's sake, there's no reason to be lonely. Well, don't want to chance it, you've been hurt before. Owner of a lonely heart, heart, owner of a lonely heart, owner of a lonely heart. before you leave. Better look before you leave. Oh. And a broken heart. What fun! I'm going to do something solo for you because this is a song that New Orleans inspired me to write about friendship. And I feel that we are all, even though I don't know hardly any of you, but we're all close friends. Can I hear an oh yes? Thank you. This is called Sweet Feet. Sweet feet, brother, sister, I've watched your fragile features grow. I know all the pain that you retain inside. I'd do anything to make it go. I can be wearing, I can be tearing at times. There's just one thing I want to let you know. When it feels like life has laid you low and there's no one hanging around. When it feels like you've got nowhere else to go, I'll keep your sweet feet firmly on the ground. 'Cause you and I have grown up, you and I have sold out, you and I have laughed, and we're here, keep rolling on. When it feels like life has laid you low and there's no one hanging around. When it feels like you're just a rolling stone, well, I'll keep your sweet feet firmly on the ground. I'll keep your sweet feet firmly on the ground. I love your sweet feet. We got 2 more songs. Come back, band. Come back. Where's the band gone? Thank you so much. Should we go into a semi-line or should we do an Aquarius? What are you feeling? Maybe Aquarius.
So up to you.
What do you think? What are you feeling? Yeah. I think it's time for us to go spacious, you know. The way that this town dealt with Mardi Gras, can I just thank you all so much for that? It was the most surreal, remarkable, uplifting, beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And it could only happen here. And so I'm dedicating this song to you and to your imagination and your eccentricity and your brilliance and your inability to just be made to feel down. You just can't do it. It's party or plague. And that's why I live here. That's why Harry and I live here. So thank you so much. This is the most surreal song, thank you so much, that I can think of to share with you. And let's just all put on some beads and pretend we're let's pretend we're in a production of Hair right now. I think some people in the audience have been in it and know the pain. Here we go.
We got good hair in this band.
Oh, hang on. Let me just get this, yeah. When the moon is in the 7th house, Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets, and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abiding, no more liberation is Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. Miss Helen, Gillet! Here we go! When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steal the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius. is the dawning. Aquarius. Let's have a big round of applause for Miss Helen Gillet and Pedro Segundo. Woo! Well, you know, it's getting warm, it's getting balmy. Aren't we glad the cold is behind us? We're feeling summer, but not that kind of summer. I even found a roach in my house. I was almost happy to see it. Yes, I still killed it. But still, it meant was definitely warmer. And I remembered again why they are, in fact, the most repulsive things on the planet. That was good. But still, they herald in spring and summer. And revulsion.
The roaches are heralding.
The roaches are heralding. As long as there isn't a roach mutiny, we're fine.
Hark the herald, summer sing.
The roaches as they sing. I would like to thank you all so much for turning out. If you want more after this song, you know what to do. But again, a big, big, big thank you to Virginia and Bruce for organizing this. Let's hear it, everyone. Woo! There is a fabulous little tip jar bucket here with oysters on the side of it. That is my oyster tip jacket, as I'm calling it. Shuck it, juck it. Do feel free to put stuff in there. If you want to hear this music, it will be coming out very soon. Much of it is out already, and you can find it on judithowen.net. You can find me on Spotify. I want to thank you all so much, and please encourage you to seek out that music and to get it and to enjoy the strangeness that is Judith Owen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Look at those two beauties. All right, well, we started with ABBA. I feel like it's very important to end with another highlight from the disco era to wrap this all up. It's getting hot, it's getting sweaty. I'm trying really hard not to swear because there's some very young people to my left. It's hard. But there you have it. Thank you so much, ladies. Who's ready for a bit of Donna Summer? No, hot stuff. We decided that. Yeah. You got that, my love?
Yes.
Yeah. You can join in on this one. And if I don't see somebody dancing, there will be an awkward silence afterwards when I meet you. Sitting here, eating my heart out, waiting for some lover to call. I dialed about 1,000 numbers lately, almost ran the phone off the wall. I'm looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. I need some hot stuff, baby, tonight. I'm looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. Gonna find some hot stuff. Oh, I need some hot stuff tonight. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm looking for oh, 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 oh. Looking for a lover who needs another. Don't want another night on my own. Gonna go home with a warm-blooded lover. I've got to have some hot stuff, baby, this evening. I need some hot stuff, baby, tonight. I'm looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. Gonna find some hot stuff. Oh, I need some hot stuff tonight. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm looking for you. Oh no. Sitting here, eating my heart out, waiting for some lover to call. Dialed about 1,000 numbers lately, almost ran the phone off the wall. I've got to have some hot stuff, baby, this evening. I need some hot stuff, baby, tonight. I'm looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. Gonna find some hot stuff. Whoa, I need some hot stuff tonight. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm looking for you. Thank you all so much. That is it for us, unless you are going to scream anymore. Otherwise, thank you, Pedro Segundo. Thank you, Helen, Gillet. My name is Judith Owen. It has been an absolute pleasure playing for you. Thank you so much. All right, okay, we have one more song. I'm sorry. Bruce wants a song. And what Bruce wants, Bruce gets. This is a very famous song by Soundgarden, by Chris Cornell. This is my version on part 1 of the covers, rediscovered. And this is one of my favorite songs, Bruce, so thank you so much for asking for it. This is Black Hole Sun. Another very appropriate song for right now. You won't know this, I don't think. You do?
Don't worry about me.
In my mind, indisposed in disguise, as no one knows, hides the face and lies the snake, the sun in my disgrace, boiling heat, summer sweat neath the sky, the earth looks red, call my name, and through the cream I'll hear you scream again. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Stuttering, cold and damp, feel the warm when tired friend. Times are gone for honest men, and sometimes far too long for snakes. In my shoes, walking sleep in my youth, pray to keep heaven send hell away, 'cause no one sings like you no more. No, 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 no. Black hole sun, won't you come wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Oh, won't you? Da, 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 Black hole sun, won't you come wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come and push away the rain? Black hole, sun. Thank you so very much. It's been an absolute joy and a pleasure. Thank you for letting me entertain you. Absolute pleasure. I'm going to be doing some streaming from Tips as part of Tips Live coming out later. But other than that, if you want to hear the music, any more music, JudithOwen.net. Thank you again, Pedro and Helen. Thank you all so much for coming out. Take care of yourselves. Mask up. Thank you and good night.